The Disney pros know you can get Dole Whip and Mickey pretzels without heading into the parks, but do you know about these 15 other exclusive snacks you're only going to find in one place in Disney World? Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog. Want to build your own Mickey Rice Krispie treat, try the weirdest ice cream flavors pretty much ever, and sample a taste of the fountain of youth? You've come to the right place, and that place is Disney Springs. You won't find these snacks anywhere else. Don't worry about taking notes to keep track of all these snacks either. You can get the full list sent straight to your inbox. Just go to disneyfoodblog.com/DSsnacks and drop us your email address. We're going to send you that PDF of all of these snacks and sign you up for our newsletter so you stay in the know about the new snacks, restaurant discounts, and all the Disney World news. We're going to start with some peanut butter cold brew. Yep, some folks wake up early to hit Gideons Bakehouse before the wait times get super high, since Gideons virtual queue can be just as lengthy as waiting in line for Razz the Resistance over at Disney's Hollywood Studios. And if you're one of those people, then you might want a little morning pick-me-up to go alongside your chocolate chip cookie or seasonal cake slice. Might I offer you the peanut butter cold brew? Gideons Bakehouse has two storefronts in the Orlando area. The first is located in the East End Market, but because Gideons doesn't want to compete in the coffee selling game among other worthy competitors in the East End Market, they keep their cold brew selection exclusive to the Disney Springs location. The PB cold brew isn't overwhelmingly sweet like peanut butter drinks we've tried in the past, but it is creamy with a little dash of cinnamon. So if you like your sugar with just a little bit of coffee, this might not be the right drink for you, or you might need an extra sugar packet or two to sweeten things up. But if you're a big peanut butter fan, the flavor is nice and smooth and rich, and it complements the other super sweet bakery items nicely because it's not quite as sweet and you don't get kind of two super sweet things in one go. All right, next on our list is the Dole Whip flavors at Swirls on the Water. There's actually a new Dole Whip location sweeping the marketplace scene. Swirls on the Water replaced Aristo Crepes back in March, bringing with it a new selection of never-before-seen Dole Whip flavors like the Habanero Lime and the Lemon and Blue Cookie Dough, which we still don't really understand. The Habanero Lime really is one of the more adventurous-tasting Dole Whips we've ever tried, since that tahini seasoning gives it an extra kick we're not used to. But, you know, if you're going to reinvent the wheel, you might as well sprinkle some extra spice on it to make it stand out. The Habanero Lime really is one of the more adventurous tasting Dole Whips that we've tried. They've got similar things going on in Disneyland, but not over here in Disney World yet. And that tahini seasoning does give it an extra kick we're not used to over here on the East Coast. Now, you can also order the Habanero Lime Nachos to up the unique factor with waffle cone chips and mango boba pearls. There are sangria Dole Whip floats here. There's a lot going on at Swirls on the Water. Now, if you're looking for something that's more kid-friendly and not as spicy, the lemon and blue cookie dough swirl might sound like a strange combo, but it sort of works. You got your sweet, you've got your citrus, you've got your bright blue tongue all wrapped up into one refreshing treat. And if you want to try a flight of these flavors, because you don't want a full version of any one of them, you want to try them all, that's available too. The flight comes with 3 different Dole Whip flavors, including the Habanero Lime, the Blue Cookie Dough and Lemon Swirl, and the Pineapple and Vanilla Swirl. That last flavor doesn't venture too far from what we're used to. It still tastes light and fruity and satisfyingly sweet, just what you expect from Dole Whip in Disney World. Now, in case you haven't picked up on it yet, Disney Springs has a lot of different dessert options for you to choose from. But if you still need more proof is on its way. Over at Emirates Patisserie, you can choose from a variety of different sweet pastries and mousses. What's the plural of mousses? And wine slushies. But the truly remarkable sweets of the bunch are those seasonally themed petite cakes Emirates rotates out a lot. You never know who or what is going to inspire their latest featured design. We've seen Aladdin cakes, Lion King cakes, Black Flame candle cakes for Halloween, Poinsettia cakes for Christmas, Falcon and Winter Soldier cakes, WandaVision cakes, 50th anniversary geode cakes, the Book of Boba Fett cake. Yeah, I could keep going, but in summary, lots of petite cakes. And they're not all style with zero substance. These cakes are nearly as beautiful inside as they are out, with tons of different layers of very interesting flavors. And they are expensive. These guys run for about $22 per petite cake, but they are very shareable. This is about the size of, I would say, 4 regular cupcakes, maybe 2 giant jumbo cupcakes. So it's definitely something you can share with a buddy. But another gourmet dessert shop with seasonal sweets in the Springs is the Ganachery. There you're going to find seasonal chocolate pinatas, which are large, hollowed-out chocolate orbs filled with fun surprise candies inside. And what makes them extra fun is that you can crack them open with a mini wooden mallet. So, if you need to take out some aggression. In the past, those pinatas have been themed to look like reindeer Pluto, a mummy Mickey, and a chocolate cottage, which broke the whole sphere theme the pinatas usually have going on, but whatever. You can smash it open and find goodies inside. Works for us. Next on our list is the Fountain of Youth at Jock Lindsey's Hangar Bar. So did Indiana Jones and his trusty pilot Jock Lindsey actually track down the secret to everlasting life? No. But according to the Jock Lindsey's Hangar Bar menu, the Fountain of Youth Jocktail is the closest thing going to the magical elixir. So bottoms up, I guess. This drink is made with vodka, blue curacao. Fun fact, I write the phrase blue curacao daily when it comes to Disney cocktails, white cranberry juice, and sweet and sour mix. The Fountain of Youth is a pretty mellow drink, not too sweet, not too strong. There is a tartness to it, obviously, and just the right amount of that citrusy spirit. Now, along with the Fountain of Youth, the Jocktail menu has a bunch of fun names for their other cocktails too, like the Wrong Island, which is like a fancy rum and coke, the Cool-Headed Monkey, aka another rum-based drink with a fruity twist, and the Bedtime Story with vodka, iced tea, and hibiscus syrup. But what if you accidentally get poisoned? Happens to the best of us. Over on the non-alcoholic portion of the menu, you can order an antidote. That's basically a Shirley Temple, but I'll trust it to save my life nonetheless. All right, look, Disney's great at making those sweet and addictive treats, but sometimes you just want to create them yourself. That's where Goofy's Candy Company comes into play. At Goofy's Candy Co., you can customize your own sugary creation between 12 p.m. and 10 p.m. To do this, you grab a customizable card, put your name at the top, then select your treat, your dipping flavor, and your topping. You can add extra toppings for $1 each. And what treats can you customize here? You got your choice of a caramel apple, Rice Krispie treat, marshmallow one, or cake pop. What kind of masterpiece are you going to come up with? All right, next on our list, bread pudding at House of Blues. Am I obsessed with bread pudding? Probably. Yes, I am, but I'm okay with that. House of Blues adds fuel to my bread pudding flame with their own recipe. Bread pudding made with bourbon butter and drippy, gooey toffee sauce. That bourbon butter is so rich. It's like, they call it whiskey butter, but it's basically a frosting, and I find myself asking for a ton of extra every time I order this dessert because it's that good. But what's really nice about ordering this treat is that you don't have to make a reservation at House of Blues to get it. Just order it at the bar and eat it another place in Disney Springs for your main meal, if you so desire. So it's true, we come crawling back to the Four Rivers Cantina time and time again for quick and satisfying Mexican barbacoa. But one of our consistent favorites from here is definitely that big old taco cone. The taco cone comes with your choice of filling, protein or plant-based, shredded lettuce, guac, sour cream, pico de gallo, queso, cilantro, jalapeno, and a lime wedge, all served in a big crispy tortilla cone. Every time we've ordered this, the meat has been melt-in-your-mouth tender. The lime and pico give it a nice fresh zing, and there's been just enough spice to be flavorful without being overpowering. Don't be fooled though, despite the ingredients living in a cone like a scoop of ice cream you eat on the go, this cone isn't as portable as it appears. The ingredients tend to spill out of the shell, so make sure to ask for an extra bowl or plate to catch all those precious toppings. So you know what's more fun than sitting around a circle playing Duck, Duck, Goose and praying you don't get tagged because you really don't want to run around like a fool and wind up somehow stuck in the Pit of Despair Center when it's all said and done? Sorry, childhood flashbacks. Ordering the Duck, Duck Razz at the Boathouse. That's more fun. The Duck, Duck Razz is a fruity cocktail made with blue curacao. Imagine that, blue curacao in a Disney drink. Blueberry and raspberry stoli, peach schnapps, lime juice, simple syrup, and foam. But that's not all. You also get a souvenir with this cocktail. Instead of a glow cube, maraschino cherry, or boba pearls, you get a cute little rubber ducky on top of your blue curacao concoction. If Sesame Street's Ernie was of legal drinking age, which he probably is, I don't know, he'd go wild over this Disney drink because, rubber ducky, you are the one. I used to listen to it all the time when I was a kid. On vinyl. I had the LP of Sesame Street. Next on our list, of course, we're going to talk about clothesline bacon. If you're hanging your clothes out to dry in your backyard while simultaneously craving sweet and salty strips of bacon, then we have got the perfect savory treat for your randomly specific scenario. The Edison's DB Clothesline Candied Bacon is dripping with maple glaze, seasoned black pepper, and served with sour pickles and mostarda, which is a jam with candied fruit and a mustard base. Now, there are pros and cons with this treat. We're going to start with the pros first because those are more fun. The bacon is great. It's very thick. It's juicy, has just the right amount of sweetness to add a layer of complexity that makes this snack stand out. Plus, each strip of bacon is presented to you literally on a clothesline, so points for presentation. However, this is an $18 snack for just 4 strips of bacon. I think when it first came out, it was like $13, and now it's $18. So if you're into the whole novelty food scene, but you also want to order something tasty, the clothesline bacon can cover both bases. But if you blanched when you heard me read the cost, then maybe you want to munch elsewhere. $18 for 4 strips of bacon, that's a lot. Okay, next on our list, the salty donut guava and cheese ice cream at Salt and Straw. Nope, you heard me right the first time. Disney Springs' newest ice cream shop, Salt and Straw, is famous for its somewhat wacky flavor combos, but this isn't like those Bean Boozled jelly beans where some of the random flavors work while some really don't work. Salt and Straw is pretty purposeful about the ingredients they combine, no matter how strange they might initially sound. I'll never forget having their Thanksgiving turkey flavored ice cream, which was actually really, really good. So as it turns out, the salty donut guava and cheese ice cream stands out in the best way. The guava is very powerful here, and the cream cheese, but there's not a whole lot of salty donut energy going on here. So if you're a fan of guava flavoring, or you just want to see what all the fuss is about, then this one might be a good one to consider for your next Disney Springs trip. But if this sounds a little too adventurous for your liking, Salt and Straw also has some more normal sounding flavors too, like salted malted chocolate chip cookie dough and chocolate gooey brownie. Okay, we're about halfway through, but if you want to become a Disney dining expert in no time, we over here at DFB have created the ultimate guide to help you navigate dining reservations and snacks, your food budget, and so much more when you're planning your Disney World vacation. Our 800-page ebook has the answers to every question you've got, whether you thought of it yet or not. It has color photos, reviews, pro tips. This guide has everything you need, and it comes with a full money-back guarantee if it doesn't do it for you. You can pick up a copy at dfbstore.com. Don't forget to use code YouTube for a discount. Okay, back to our list. Refillable spiked Dole Whip floats. That's right. That's what I said. At the Bamboo Bar. Now, the Bamboo Bar is attached to the outside of Splitsville Luxury Lanes. That's right. We're telling you to go to a bowling alley. Now, upon first glance at the frozen drinks menu, you're not going to see Dole Whip float as a headliner. It's actually a pina colada that's made with Dole Whip, Coco Lopez Bacardi Superior, and Rum Haven Coconut blended and topped with a splash of Plantation Double-Aged Dark Rum. The classic Dole Whip flavor really adds a delicious, smooth, and creamy layer to the traditional pina colada mix, but the rum also comes on pretty strong here, which is just fine and dandy for us, but maybe a little intense if you're less interested in the taste of alcohol and more interested in the taste of pineapple-y goodness. But the best part about this concoction is that it works with the Splitsville's refillable squeeze bottle deal. With the purchase of a refillable bottle, you can get any refills at a discounted price. So if you've been to Club Cool in Epcot, then you probably know the Beverly better than you'd like to. Beverly is a bitter carbonated drink popular in Italy, or at least they say it's popular in Italy, that some enjoy, but most don't. And Beverly doesn't just linger around Club Cool. You can also find it at the Coca-Cola Rooftop Beverage Bar in Disney Springs. But Beverly spruces itself up here by transforming into a mixed drink called Beverly's Revenge. This drink is made of gin, blackberry liqueur, cherry syrup, mint sprig, and orange slices, and of course, Beverly. Here's the thing, if you don't like Beverly, then all the flavors still don't cut that bitter taste, but if you do like it, then it may be worth a try. Don't worry, this rooftop bar has a lot more drink options, minus the Beverly. They also feature drinks of the month, which allow the beverage bar to play around with different creative cocktails and flavors to switch things up from its usual float and soda offerings. So corn dogs are a theme park snack staple, but we are not going to tell you about regular corn dogs. Paddlefish dared to ask, how can we make them fishy? Although we've had a wishy-washy relationship with Paddlefish since it opened back in 2017, the lobster corn dogs are what make us keep coming back for more. Essentially, this is a savory snack that's golden fried lobster dunked in creamy peppery sauce, and it's all on a stick. For $16, you get 4 little corn dogs and a side of chili aioli, which sounds like a better deal than that $18 bacon I talked about a bit ago, in my humble opinion. The most flavorful part of this appetizer is the fried cornmeal batter, since the flavor of lobster is pretty mild. It's a nice snack for those who love seafood and maybe carnival food too. After all, it's fried in on a stick. If that doesn't scream rickety Ferris wheels and rigged ring tosses, I don't know what does. We're going to talk about the Rainbow Cake Boss cake slices at Earl of Sandwich. So the Rainbow Cake Boss slices sold at Earl of Sandwich are usually well stocked and ready for you to order from the bakery case semi-regularly. I say semi because you never know when Disney's going to run out of a certain item for the day. This Cake Boss cake comes with 6 layers of vanilla cake, all dyed to make a beautiful colorful rainbow. And the side of the cake also comes frosted with buttercream icing and a generous helping of rainbow sprinkles. Truthfully, it tastes like a pretty standard vanilla cake, and there's nothing wrong with that, but this is definitely a treat that's more picture-worthy and fun to order for the kids in your group. Now, donuts, pretty normal. Cold brew, normal. Fry baskets, also normal. Handcrafted flavored milks inspired by the aftermath of a bowl of sugary breakfast cereal, a little less common. We love cereal milk around here. The 16-ounce flavored milks you can pick up at Everglazed Donuts and Cold Brew come in a variety of flavors like chocolate, strawberry, fruity pebbles, and cinnamon toast crunch. Now, the strawberry and chocolate are pretty typical milk flavors, but the fruity pebbles and cinnamon toast crunch options, they've been popular in other places around the US, but Disney World's never really had cereal milk before. If you're the type to slurp the leftover milk in your cereal bowl, then you're gonna like these drinks. They're also not as gritty as leftover cereal milk, which is a nice added bonus. Are they refreshing? No, not really, but kids might really love them as an alternative to a sweet ice cream or a milkshake. Just maybe don't get one during the heat of the day, because that just doesn't sound good. Okay, there are a ton of exclusive snacks you can order in Disney Springs, and we've only just scratched the surface here. But if you want to know about every single restaurant in the Disney World shopping district, we've got you covered with a whole video that talks about all of them. Oh, and of course, we've got one for each park as well, so you can brush up on your Disney restaurant knowledge before your trip, which you definitely are going to want to do. Thanks for listening, everyone, and thanks for watching. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.